The doctors looked at his family and said 4 words that no one should ever hear. He will not recover. His own mother believed them. His friends stopped visiting. Even the people who loved him most gave up. Everyone except him. This is the true story of a man who was written off by the world. And what he did with that, nobody saw coming. His name was Marcus. At 27, Marcus was an athlete. Fast, disciplined, unstoppable. He had trained for 12 years for one moment, a chance to compete at the highest level of his sport. Then one night, a car accident changed everything. 3 broken vertebrae, severe nerve damage, the left side of his body barely responding. The surgeons were honest. Marcus, they said, you will likely never compete again. You may never run again. He was 27 years old, lying in a hospital bed, staring at a ceiling, listening to machines breathe for him. His coach called once. His sponsors dropped him within a month. His teammates moved on. The world had already replaced him. He told me later, the loneliness was worse than the pain. The pain I could feel. The loneliness I couldn't. 3 months into recovery, Marcus asked his nurse for one thing, a pen and paper. Not to write a letter, not to complain, not to ask why. He wrote a date, 18 months from that day, and next to it, he wrote 3 words, I will compete. The nurse saw it. She didn't say anything, but she kept that piece of paper. Marcus started with what he had, 1 finger, then a hand, then a wrist, every single day, for hours, in a hospital bed. The doctors called it obsessive. Marcus called it preparation. When they told him walking was unlikely, he asked them to define unlikely. Unlikely, they said, means less than 10% chance. Marcus smiled. So, there's a chance, he said. Month 4. Marcus took his first step. It took 11 minutes. It was 3 feet across the room. He collapsed at the end. He called it the greatest moment of his life. Month 8, he was walking without support. Month 12, he was running slowly, painfully, imperfectly, but running. 17 months after the accident, 1 month ahead of his own deadline, Marcus stood at the starting line of a regional competition. The same people who said he'd never recover watched him cross the finish line. He didn't win the race, but every single person in that stadium stood up. Here's what Marcus taught me. The people who say you can't are usually people who wouldn't. They're not lying to you. They're just telling you what they would do. But you are not them. When the world writes you off, that is not a verdict. That is an invitation. An invitation to show them what they were too afraid to believe. Marcus didn't recover to prove them wrong. He recovered because he refused to let their words become his story. So whatever they've said about you, whatever door they've closed, whatever version of you they've already buried, let them, and then show up anyway. If this story moved you, subscribe. Every week, 1 story, 1 lesson, 1 reminder that the people who count you out are never the ones who decide how your story ends.